Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Muv Luv Photonmelodies. Last time, almost died maybe. We were trying to do the desire machine, but it broke. Also, I didn't really think about, we kind of speculated on what's happening with that whole thing. And why it didn't work, and maybe it's because we're from alternative. But also, I think the nice thing, that isn't exactly a reason why, but it kind of just works with theming, this photon melody universe is basically it is the dream world for Taku, right? Or I guess technically for Sumika, but they're already living the best life they can, technically. That's why this universe was created, right? So obviously it can always get better, but I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, let's continue here. And we're gonna have a date with Mia in the service tunnels, I think. Oh, she's here already? Coming. Wrong girl. Oh. Whatever you're selling, I don't want any. Didn't I tell you at breakfast I'm busy today? Oh, I'm sorry, do I have to keep you posted about every little detail of my life? Damn it, dude. I feel a little bad having to turn her away like this, but I made a promise with Mia. Sorry, Sumika, but you're not coming with us today. No. No. Would you just shut the fuck up already? Okay, that's kinda aggressive. Hmm? Oh, I guess she would be in the tunnel. Oh, no. I thought she was in the tunnel because they all connect to the residences, right? Hey Mia, sorry, I've got a bit of a problem on my hands here. Yeah, should be able to, but what are we gonna do about Sumika? What's this? It's a plain white doll of some sort. No marks or design on it at all. Hmm? Oh, there's a tag on it. Imitation raid doll. Hmm? What's a raid doll again? It's kind of like a crash test dummy, isn't it? Wait, don't tell me. Is it gonna morph into a perfect replica of me? That makes more sense. Though the other option, again, it's the Mitsurugi's. Wouldn't be surprised if they did have something crazy like that, but... Oh, is that all? Sheesh, that's underwhelming. But oh well, should still be more than enough to fool Sumika. Okay, let's try this baby out. Record. No. No. Would you shut the fuck up already? There, that ought to do the trick. Hold down the fort, right, doll talker? Alley-oop. Okay, here I am. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah, don't worry about it. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. So hey, what is a raid doll anyway? Oh my god. No. No. Rude line. Oh, you keep just going, come on. Nah, nah. No. How long will she be stun locked? Hopefully not too long, and she doesn't waste her whole vacation. Ah, now there's a load off my shoulders. True, Sumita's doted. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just happy that we finally have the chance to talk in private. I've been looking forward to this ever since last night. Man, it's not often I get this excited for something. I'm really grateful to you from the bottom of my heart. Man, this is gonna be so cool. Oh, don't worry. I promise I won't get in the way of your work or anything. She's got an inspection to do. I'm just along for the ride. I can't just run around like it's an amusement park. Gotta be on my best behavior today. He is really hyped about this. I mean, I said last episode, I'd be interested in checking it out, but it's just gonna be a tunnel, right? Like, I've seen actually, the only, like, service tunnel I've seen is in Casa Loma, which is, like, one of Canada's only castles here in Ontario. But I've been in that service tunnel a couple of times, because I think last time was, like, at Halloween, because they turned it into, like, a giant haunted house. But, I mean, it's cool. It's kind of eerie, too, which I like. But, it's just, it literally is just a tunnel. What are you talking about? It's always fun to see the inner workings of places like this. I'm actually a big fan of those made-for-TV documentaries that cover what goes behind the scenes in big establishments like hotel and department stores. Those are alright. And this is a massive tropical resort we're talking about. Of course I want to know how to run a super state-of-the-art vacation club. Oh, that's interesting. They're making her do the inspection? That's just like... I mean, I'm sure she has proper instructions on what to do. Yeah? So, how do we get inside? Hello, Tsukiyomi. Yeah? Private security. I mean, again, made sense. Can't really blame her. What? Oh, okay, no worries, I get it. That's totally fine. This kind of stuff just comes with the territory when you're dealing with top secret locations. I don't mind it at all, actually. It just makes it feel that much more exclusive. Huh? Wait a sec. Now, we're on an elevator right now, Colonel? Hey, I'm here. You don't have to divulge any sensitive information, but could you tell me the gist of what this elevator's like? Is it a descending platform, like an aircraft hangar, or more like a room like the ones most people are familiar with? Oh, snap. Why is that? Seriously? So then, as we go down, does a little plate of concrete come out to cover up the hole we just descended into? That's cool as fuck, man. Oh man, this isn't just state-of-the-art, it's practically sci-fi. I had no idea these things actually existed in real life.
到着いたしました。タケル様、あと少しだけ我慢していただけますか？
Sure, I don't mind, but I can't exactly get out of the car if I can't see.
ああ、つくよみ。よい。私がエスコートする。タケル。
Oh, okay, thanks.
メイヤ様、ようこそおいでくださいました。署員一同、心よりご歓迎申し上げます。
おや？そなたは。そうですか。そなたが所長に。ご子息はご送検ですか？
覚えていていただけたとは、誠に光栄です。おかげさまで今年、幼稚園の年長組になりました。
そうですか。それは何よりです。本日は私のわがままを聞き入れていただ
Okay,
き
she
感
asked
謝い
for
たし
it.
ます。
She wasn't asked to do it.
とんでもございません。恐れ多きお言葉。
Man, this is crazy. We're getting the Toto VIP treatment, though I guess that's kind of what we are. Mia really does just live in a completely different world from the rest of us plebs.
こちらの殿方が、メイヤ様のご霊性であらせられますか？
Hmm? Is he talking about me? What does he mean by her intended? Can't take a wild guess on that, Tataru.
いずれそうなるでしょう。白金タケル様でございます。
白金様、ようこそおいでくださいました。
Hi there. Nice place you got here. Not that we can see it. Am I supposed to shake his hand or bow or... Well, I can't exactly see right now, so I just bow into the way to go. Thanks for having me. Hmm? Why does it feel like I just planted my face in between two soft pillows?
タケル、所長は真後ろだ。
Classic. Huh? Forgive me, sir. I meant no offense.
いえいえ、とんでもございません。
God, that was so embarrassing, dude.
では、私どもはこれにて失礼させていただきます。白金様も早くマスクをお取りになりたいかと存じますので。
そうですね。忙しい最中にわざわざの出迎え、ご苦労でした。では、あとは私が案内を取り仕切らせていただきます。よろしくお願いいたします。
こちらこそよろしくお願いいたします。何かご。
タケル、こっちだ。
Okay.
もうマスクは外してよいぞ。
I have a feeling, I said a lot before. Definitely not just gonna be some tunnels, huh? It's probably gonna be like super cool. Okay. I mean, I guess I should have expected that, but I'm pretty sure she said service tunnels. Yo! Oh wait, that's crazy. It's the base, dude. They brought back the... That's actually a really cool callback. The whole service area is like designed exactly like the UN base from Alternative. That's so cool, actually. Oh, whoa. Casimir would go crazy seeing this, actually. She would remember it exactly, right? This is so goddamn cool. Nothing, I'm just trying to pick my jaw up off the floor. This is freaking sweet, dude.
タケル、無理にかしこまる必要などないぞ。飛び跳ねたいと体がうずうずしているようだが。
Well, I won't deny that. Man, I can't believe this kind of stuff actually exists. We're practically in anime territory now. This is like a mecha military base, dude. If only you knew. No kidding. Only thing missing from this picture is a bunch of dudes in uniform saluting each other as they walk by. Teehee.
ところでタケル、これから署内を視察する前に一つ重要なことを聞いておきたいのだが。
Oh, sure thing, shoot. She's gonna ask me if I got any contagious Got any contagious illnesses or sharp metal objects in my person? Though they would probably have checked it before he got this far. But she's talking about the bowing incident. Come again?
先ほどそなたが所長に礼をしようとしたとき、私の胸に顔をうずめていたが。
What? Then the soft pillowy feeling was? Couldn't take a guess?
うん。10月の末にピアティフ教諭の一件があって以来、密かに独自のメニューを組み、そなたの思考に合致する肉体作りに取り組んでいてな。
What?
あ、姉上には内密にな。で、どうであった？少しはそなた好みになったであろうか。
God, this girl. We're here to do an inspection, aren't we? Is this really the time to be having this discussion?
それとこれは別なのだ。
This is her main goal, after all. Man, and here I was worried it might actually be a serious question. Alright then, allow me to give you my honest answer to your question.
頼む。
Okay, go ahead, whip them out.
何？
I mean, I can't exactly judge if they're to my liking unless you show them to me, can I?
ここでか。
No, dude, stop playing with her. She's gonna take it seriously. Sure, why not?
いや、しかし、それは。
What? I thought you wanted me to rate them for you.
それはそうなのだが。
Alright, fine. Just let me top a quick feel then, bring them here.
うん、そのぐらいなら。どうした？
Yeah, obviously she's gonna take this serious. Who do you think you're talking to? It's Maya, dude. Dude, how gullible are you? I was totally kidding. What kind of moron would actually let a creep who just asked her to whip him out grope her?
冗談？なんだそうか。つい本気にしてしまったではないか。
You know, a girl your age really shouldn't be so gullible. I don't think anyone would ever really ask her that.
そうやってそなたは私をバカにするが、そなたの冗談が下手なことにも一因がある。
Now, sweetheart, let's not play the blame game.
メイヤ様、お待たせいたしました。あ、うん。
Yeah, let's go on with the inspection. We can save this discussion for another time.
そうか。では、後ほどな。
I wouldn't count on it. I mean, technically, Tachi already got a good feel of them in the abandoned cabin thing when they were warming up. Well, actually, did he? No, he didn't. For some reason, I thought that image messed up. For some reason, I thought Tachi was like sitting on top of her during that scene, but obviously not. That doesn't make sense. It was the other way around. Mega float? What's that?
地面の形をした巨大な船でございますね。
Okay.
港湾開発にあたり、土砂で埋め立てる従来の方法は環境保護の観点から社会的に敬遠されがちなのだ。かといって沖合を埋め立てようにも水深の深さゆえに費用がかさむし、そこで平らな船を海に浮かべて、そこを地面として使ってしまうという発想が生まれたわけです。
Oh, that's quite the clever solution, but it's still basically just a boat, right?
そなたはすでにその船を利用していたのだぞ。
Huh?
空港だ。
Huh? There's a boat at the airport?
あれこそがメガフロートでございます。
I mean, that made sense, right?
洋上に浮かんでいるのです。
Well, I guess like typically would just be on the island, but yeah. Wait, for real?
はい、今からその証拠をお見せいたしましょう。
Whoa. Damn, now let's 120% more like a mech base. Oh snap, the floor is moving.
それほど珍しいものでもなかろう。空港にもあったではないか。
I know, but it's way more atmospheric here. God, you don't get it at all.
すまぬ。そういうものか。こちらでございます。
What the? Dude, we're underwater.
これは美しい。
That is nice, man.
ここは
I'm
空
jealous,
港の真下
naturally.
にあたる場所でございます。
Would be a cool ass tour. Wait, we are? I mean, I guess that made sense. There's nothing but ocean all around us.
埋め立てたわけでも、杭を打ったわけでもない。海洋環境との共存においては、現在最も有効だと言えよう。
And that's always better. Dang. I mean, I can mentally wrap my head around. Sorry, it's a bit too fast. I can mentally wrap my head around skyscrapers and giant floats, but still, that airport was practically the size of a small island. All on its own, right? It was bigger than 7-Star Isle, at least. The fact that they managed to make something that size float on the water is freaking incredible, man.
メガフロートはその巨大さゆえに広範囲にわたって日光を遮り、また水中に対しての騒音も懸念されておりました。しかし各種環境影響調査の結果、ほぼ問題がないという結論が出ております。
Yes, that's what happens though when you're like the richest company ever. You can actually afford to spend extra for to cause the least amount of damage to the environment while making your giant projects. It's pretty cool. At least they're, you know, at least they seemingly like show themselves as like a good entity in the world, at least. So you're saying you developed a solution with virtually no environmental downsides?
断じるのは少数だが、この時代にできることとしてはかなり理想形に近いと言えよう。
Damn, so is one of the Mitsurugi Financial Group's subsidiaries still working on optimizing this technology behind closed doors?
メガフロートはすでに実用化されています。
Oh, damn. Huh?
メガフロートという言葉は比較的新しい造語ですが、技術そのものは以前より存在していたのです。三剣財閥ではこれまで培ってきた技術をもとに、さらなるコストの削減と工期の短縮を推し進めております。
So you're saying I could have been walking on one of these things in my normal life and been none the wiser.
いえ、まだそこまで皆様の生活に溶け込んではおりません。そうなる日を目指して研究を進めているのです。
I don't get it though. If we've had access to this technology for years, why isn't it used more often? Probably because it's like expensive.
こちらを立てればあちらが立たぬというのが世の中というものだ。
What do you mean?
確かに技術は一応確立されている。故に特定の用途に限られた小型のものや実験用のメガフロートは実在する。しかしこの空港のようにより人々の生活に密着した施設がメガフロート上に作られるの
I
は
mean, if they can implement it, obviously it's good. Always need more land, and creating more land without hurting the environment more it's obviously sick. But I think that's, again, probably costs a lot. It's like a huge investment for most companies to take. So obviously it's like a huge risk, and with more testing and stuff or whatever, or more application by the Mitsurugis, it would like kind of motivate them for taking that risk eventually. Why is that?
メガフロート推進に関わる多くの業界同士の摩擦や利権といった人間同士の折り合いがつかないからだ。
Well, that's dumb. They're preventing us from using an objectively better technology just because they're afraid of a little change. How stupid is that? I mean, I get it though. I get it. Again, as a business, this would be like a huge risk to implement it. So, obviously they should, but it does make sense. I mean, I can get why they'd have reservations, but I'm guessing no matter how perfect the financial group makes them, these guys have no intention of budging. they'll just keep putting it off and coming up with more shitty excuses. It's because of conservatives like them that we never update our infrastructure's ancient-ass technology. And if we're not careful, some other country will come along sooner or later and steal our place as one of the global frontrunners in tech. Alright, some actual, some takes by the author. That's what it feels like. Which, I mean, I don't really know. Like, too much. It's not really my expertise, right? But that's cool. You usually don't see, well, like, the author, like, in the Muv Luv stories, like, put something out, like, so direct, I guess. Like, obviously, you do see, like, some of his opinions and stuff, but it's usually more blended. Obviously, no big change or decision is gonna satisfy every single part concerned, but that's just a part of what it means to grow up as a society. Even a 5-year-old could understand that. Man, that's so pathetic, though I guess it's just sad more than anything.
だからこそ我々は研究を続けているのだ。この技術がもっと手軽なものになれば話は変わるはずだと信じてな。
I see what you're saying. If you polish everything to a fine sheen, the financial group can kickstart the industry when the time comes, which should promote competition. I mean, that's what I said, right? If the Mitsurudis like keep implementing it and making it better, then they're gonna see it as less of a risk to get invested and use the technology.
そうだな。無論簡単な話ではないが、努力は重ねていかねばならぬ。
Yeah, in these kinds of situations, someone's always gotta take the plunge to get the ball rolling. That being said, though, I probably shouldn't be talking all high and mighty about environmental preservation. I mean, I rarely even sort my recyclables. I mean, same here. All the recycling goes into like one thing, unless it's like has batteries or whatever for my building. I don't even compost. Though we don't really have a compost like section in our building, so couldn't really do it if we wanted to. Unless you're like using the compost for yourself, I guess. Yes, it is. Oh, why am I reading? Oops.
できるものが率先して行い、他を導く。その力は大きければ大きいほど良い。その力が道を外れぬ限りはな。その意味で、そなたの言葉は資源だ。
I've gotta say though, standing here right now makes me feel like becoming an ecologist all of a sudden. Wonder if that's just the power of Mother Nature. I mean, that's a real thing, right, though? If you see, like, something, like, really beautiful naturally, you do get, like, some hints of inspiration. I feel like everyone's felt that when they see, like, something really grand on a natural scale. I'm not sure I'd be able to sit here and watch these blue waters slowly become bereft of life due to pollution. If someone came to me right now and told me, hey, we need another airport, so we're gonna bury this beach in concrete, I'd probably want to slug them. But at the same time, if someone at school told me they were gonna do that to the beach in the Kayaki district, I'd probably be like, meh, it upset me for 10 seconds at most. I'm not really sure what causes that disparity. It's gotta be more than just, I have sentimental feelings towards one place, but not the other, right? Maybe Mother Nature actually has a will of her own, and can beam thoughts into our heads without us noticing. Like, hey, protect the environment, nature's your friend, and whatnot. Maybe it's just those beams have tragically short range, which is why I'm only feeling them right now. Okay, I know that sounds pretty crazy, but is it really any more outlandish than how we think animals can convey semi-complex information through grunts and cries? I mean, yeah. You're talking as if nature's, I was talking like, the earth is like the earth in Tsukihime or whatever, where, like, it's an actual force with sentience. Which, I mean, technically, like, all living things... Well, I mean, all living things probably don't have sentience, but there's definitely not like a giant nature group thing, hive mind thing. Like, it's not a natural, like, sentient entity. I think that is kind of a far cry between how animals talk. Communicate, I mean. Bird songs just sound like musical trips to us humans, after all. Maybe plants can communicate in the same sort of way, and we just don't recognize it. Well, that's different than what he was saying before. And, well, actually, I don't know the answer if plants can do that, but he was talking about, like, all of Mother Nature being able to, like, sometimes communicate with humans. Imagine holding a conversation with a tree that's been there for 200 years. That'd be dope. He's thinking a lot right now. Yeah, nothing profound though, just daydreaming. Well, probably not these ideas. I think you're getting ahead of yourself.
では、少々休憩にいたしましょう。その後は初冬をつなぐ地下の交通手段についてご覧いただきます。わかった。ではタケル、参ろうか。
Yeah, let's. Man, that was really cool.
地下集積場のことか?
Yeah, I thought I just walked into the home of a 100-foot giant. Didn't think buildings that big actually existed. The place was pretty dull aside from that, admittedly, but the initial wow factor honestly makes it a contender for the coolest thing I've seen today. Yo, it's the hangar, man, where all the TSFs were. They... minor spelling mistake. The best way I could describe it is that it looked like a military base out of a sci-fi video game. They had those luggage transportation carts you see at airports and a bunch of heavy-duty trucks driving around. And then there were 4 huge tunnels leading out, one on each side, to the rest of the underground network. Oh, and there were these massive cargo lifts running up and down constantly. If Vaudron actually existed in real life, then that place would definitely be the United Earth military base. You'd see people walking around, their Kaisers or Zalmions, passing through hatches and taking the lifts up. The place is definitely big enough to house at least a couple hundred full-size mats. He knows, dude, he knows. When I heard there'd be underground passageways, I was sort of envisioning the long, narrow tunnels you get through mountains and whatnot on the highway. Yeah, that's what I was... admittedly, I was imagining that too. That's where my mind immediately went when Yuhi tried explaining it to me in the car on the way to Vega Beach. And yet, it seems I vastly underestimated them. They had these huge jet engines that dotted all across the ceiling, but Tsukiyomi-san was telling me she thought they could stand to have a few more. And that it'd be nice if the tunnels had traffic signals and more intersections. Then she explained to me that they already have stuff like this on the Tokyo Metropolitan Expressway. I'm a little shocked that I didn't already know that. When I get my license, I'm definitely taking a trip up there to see. Man, I feel so inspired now. This whole experience has been really eye-opening for me. Hey, do all the vehicles down here run on fuel cells? Right, because all they run on is hydrogen and oxygen, no exhaust emissions to worry about. Smart. This really is astounding, Mia. I can't believe your family built all this. Was Yuhi involved in planning this at all? Dang, so were the underground tunnels her idea too? Gotcha. What's up?
姉上の言葉が実感できた。
What do you mean?
あれらの地下交通網を見て、そなたは何か感じなかったか？
No, I can't say that I did.
あれらを地下に埋めたことにより、確かに島の景観は保たれた。だが、本当の意味で自然との調和と言えるだろうか。
It's probably as close as you can be while still being highly scientific. Like obviously there's not gonna be a complete harmony with nature if you still have like scientific creations or whatnot, but that is like for the betterment of human life, so gotta find a balance, but it'll never be like perfect. Huh?
最低限必要だったとはいえ、あれだけ地下空間を開発したのだ。
Oh, I see what you're saying. Just because it's out of sight, out of mind for the average tourist doesn't make it right.
まあ、そうだな。
But hey, you guys still did the best you could within our current capabilities, right? Yeah, like you literally couldn't do better, so wouldn't really be mad about it. So you shouldn't feel bad, I don't think. This shouldn't be about whether or not it's okay for humans to develop the planet at all. If we get hung up on that, we'd never make any progress as a species.
タケルの言うこともわかる。しかし、諦めたらそこで終わりだ。その点において、姉上が頭を悩ませるのは有意義であろう。当施設の開発は、蜜リギの技術力を測る試金石的な意味もございましたし、ユイ様には多々思うところがおありなのでしょう。
Gotcha. That girl must have it pretty rough.
あら、タケル様、メイヤ様もいろいろとお悩みなのでございますよ。
Huh? Yeah, I know. Don't worry, Maya. I'm not playing favorites or anything. I care about all you guys equally. Well, I don't know if she'll like that. What's wrong?
それはそれで。
Huh?
いや、なんでもないぞ。それよりつくよみ、我らはどこに向かっているのだ。はい、もうじき到着するはずですが。あ、こちらですね。これは。
Yo, it's the simulation pods. What could those possibly be for? What the how's this supposed to be?
メイヤ様、タケル様。
And what could this be besides TSF simulators?
マヤ、これは一体。ここは汎用的に使用される多目的研究室とでも言うべき場所でございます。
I wonder if they're actually actively developing TSFs now. I just didn't think they would be since there's not a real point of it without alien invaders, but I guess they could just be like developed just for human warfare. Multi-purpose laboratory?
現在はこのようになっております。普段何故これがここにあるのだ。は、ユウヒ様のお申し付けにより急遽こちらに移送した次
This
第です。
morning.
姉上の？
Wait, so you recognize those things?
うん。タケル様、これまではユウヒ様が携わられたお仕事をご覧いただきましたが、あれに見えますのはメイヤ様のお仕事が形を成したものでございます。
Maya worked on this?
なるほど。メイヤ様、これはユイヒ様のお心遣いなのでしょう。
Aw, what a nice
視察
sister.
の最後に、
So this isn't a bad thing that you were surprised about, but this is
心
like
にくい演出ではございませんか。
this is what Maya's been working on.
しかし、はあ、まったく姉上は一本。
What makes you say that?
この視察は出立の直前に姉上の提案によって決定したものでな。
Oh,
その際、そなたを誘ってはどうかと言われていたの
damn.
だ。
He really set her up. That's good. Good sport. Huh.
よもやこのようなことをお考えだったとは。やけに熱心に進めるのでな。何かあるとは思っていたのだが。
Yeah, imagine if it just didn't work out. And all this work for nothing.
これまでのタケルの反応を見るに、そういうことであったかと納得してしまっていた。
Yeah, wow. Sounds like Yuhi really knows how to treat me to a good time.
その通りだ。
Well, we're here now. Might as well take her up on the offer. Why don't you tell me all, or what do you tell me about these? Why don't you tell me what these things are all about? There we go.
百聞は一見にしかず。タケル、私についてきてくれ。
Huh? Oh, okay. Well, now I can't see a darn thing. There was a brief flicker of light a moment ago, but all I could really tell that I seemed to be sitting in a cockpit of some kind. Also looked like there was a huge monitor in front of me, and I think I can feel joysticks on the armrest. Are they at? Wow, are these really gonna be like the beginning of TSF development? And pedals beneath my feet. Okay, I can already tell this is gonna be pretty dope, but is it exactly?
タケル、聞こえるか？
Whoa, you scared me. Is that you, Maya?
そうだ。感度は良好のようだな。
Where's her voice coming from? It doesn't sound like there are speakers in any particular direction. It's almost like there's surround sound echoing through the entire cockpit.
ではこれより、装置を起動する。
Okay. What's going on? Dude, I want to end it here. It's such a good cliffhanger. Yeah, I think we'll end it here. But this is taking a crazy twist. Did not expect to see like the Yokohama base basically back. And potentially TSFs are in development for the future. I mean, that is pretty sick. That is a pretty cool way to, I mean, I was already excited for the date because, I loved all the dates in Extra. Those were always super fun. But this is definitely surprising and a cool way to keep things interesting. So, and probably like kind of exclusive to just Maya's route, right? Like, I wonder if we took any other route, would we actually see anything from alternative like this? I'm guessing not, right? I guess maybe you might see it in like Yuhi's route, just because she can also access the same things, right? But yeah, exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time with some more Muv Luv Photonmelodies. Later.